tremendous roar from the crowd and a very short run of the first flight, which the leaders skip over, sitting up very wide on the course. Is Street Fighter, certainly one with an early call. Through on the inside is Inner Light, and also Miss Farah is bang there. Balisikios holds a position at this stage. Katarino sitting about 7th or 8th place, but they sort themselves out now, and Scarlet Pimpernel gains the day on this helter-skelter run towards flight 2. Street Fighter runs second. Balisikios is on the inside with Miss Farah. Then we have Dangerous President, who's normally a front runner, just taken down the pack a bit at this stage. Simply Gifted holds a position. On the outside, we have Miss Orphan and Enipius, and after that one has taken a turn. Katarina hurdling well on the inside with the Genie. Afarad follows that, and behind these we have Imshishway and Corniche, and after Corniche is Nuvolino, and the back marker early on and really switched off his Frozen Groom. He's ice cool on that one, no doubt. New Bird towards the back, and also Inner Light now was shuffled down the pack, and making a bit of ground. Balla Sola as they swing left-handed and away from the stands. And as they make their way down the far side, it's going to be now Knife Edge that's come through to take up the running. Knife Edge goes into the lead, and they head towards flight 3.
Yes, Knife Edge on the cutting edge, down the back straight then from Scarlet Pimpernel. Corniche is close, then Street Fighter towards the outside, and Simply Gifted very handy. Miss Farah back on the inner. Dangerous President just in behind the leading bunch, as is Katarino in about 7th or 8th place, just followed by Nuvolino as they clear the next. Great jump by the leader, Knife Edge there as they stream over. Enipius hasn't been jumping well. Imshishway now is the back marker as they continue on towards flight number 5. And it's Knife Edge with Miss Orphan now going into 2nd place. In 3rd was Corniche, and right out the back now is Charlie's Gold. Simply Gifted right there on the outside under Lorcan Wire. Nuvolino with a white face getting closer. Miss Farah towards the inside. And then behind these, Dangerous Precedent from Katarino, Balla Sola and Balisikios. And then Street Fighter towards the outside then, with Afarad creeping up the inside in about 8th or 9th place now. The flight at the top of the hill. Knife Edge took it in front from Miss Orphan. Good jump by Dangerous Precedent up the inside, took him into 3rd position now. And these are followed closely by, towards the outside, Nuvolino and Simply Gifted. Katarino in 7th or 8th, just on the outside of Afarad then, and then Balla Sola. And these are clear of Balisikios as they begin to turn left-handed at the top of the hill. And up front, Knife Edge, Simply Gifted on the outside. The favourite Katarino in about 7th or 8th.
And being pushed along Katarino at 11 to 4. Simply Gifted is making good ground on the outside as they begin the descent. And it's still Knife Edge with Dangerous Precedent. Then just in behind the Scarlet Pimpernel's getting there. The pink jacket further left in the green and white hoop sleeves. We have Simply Gifted come down towards the 2nd from home in the Elite Racing Club Triumph, and it's a wave up front. Knife Edge, Simply Gifted the outside, Scarlet Pimpernel, Dangerous Precedent, and Bally Sola's getting there with the red cap. Afarad, the white cap, in behind them. Katarino hasn't given up hope yet, but it's Bally Sola for Ruby Walsh in the lead as they make the final turn. But on the wide outside, Simply Gifted making a run of it. Also with a bit of a run now is Scarlet Pimpernel. Afarad, Knife Edge has done his running. Katarino is very game and staying on bravely. It's Bally Sola though with the lead as they come down towards the final flight. Katarino looked beaten at one stage, but it's putting in a challenge. Orange sleeve stand side. That's the final flight now, and Katarino, the favourite, strikes the front and finds a devastating turn of foot to win this 4-year-old speed championship over hurdles. Katarino streaking away up the hill, and it's going to be Katarino's Elite Racing Club Triumph hurdle, but he's 6, 8, 10 clear of Bally Sola at the line. One horse, Katarino, big wave. Bally Sola 2nd, Afarad 3rd. Dangerous Precedent 4th, Balisikios 5. Scarlet Pimpernel beat Simply Gifted, and then behind these we have Pipes Aboard, followed by Knife Edge, who faded. New Bird never got into it. Then in the light, Enipius with one of the back markers. Frozen Groom was towards the back. Imshishway competing in its own time is Inceptor, and also very much in its own time is Charlie's Gold. And so the result of this, the Elite Racing Club Triumph hurdle, it's gone to number 12, Katarino, in the colours of Mr. Robert Whaley Cohen. A win in this race for Nicky Henderson and Mick Fitzgerald on the horse in which they invested so much faith. A French-bred Pistolet Bleu horse this, who's taken this speed championship in devastating style. 2nd horse home is number 2. That was Bally Sola, and 3rd was number 1, Afarad, who, ridden by Charlie Swan, crept up on the inside, but really couldn't have the speed to measure this Katarino, who with measured tread came home in impressive style.
An eruption of cheers for Katarino, heavily backed anti-post from 33 to 1 and 25 to 1 downwards. On the course it opened 3 to 1, returned 11 to 4 favourite by Katarino. It was 3 to 1 general in the offices this morning. Some firms went 11 to 4. The tote only went 5 to 2, so they've had a good result for Katarino, the 11 to 4 favourite. The runner-up, Balla Sola, is sent off at 16 to 1. The third, Afarad, is an 8 to 1 chance, with dangerous precedent fourth at 9 to 1. They're bad each-way results for the bookmakers, those. But Katarino at 11 to 4, the sixth favourite in 35 runnings here at Cheltenham to win it. My Silver 94, a TiVo 20 years earlier for Sir Peter O'Sullivan. Also in the 70s, Moonlight Bay and Boxer and Coral Diver in 1969. And the winning distance was 8 lengths, with 8 lengths. 1.5 lengths, not the longest distance, so risky, won by 12 lengths to beat Chirk Parr in 91. But very handy, Katarino, 11 to 4. A cracking start for all backers here and round the nation with Katarino, and great places for the